We see and hear you.
This is Derek.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Derek.
Hi, John.
Bob and Derek.
It's my pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Wing. And John, so we understand that you're going to be on Lewis Black's American Dream on November the 4th. And now this is a little confusing for us because it's called American Dream, and yet you're Canadian.
Yes, well, it was filmed in Canada at the Montreal Festival, so they needed a couple of Canadians for the content law, I believe.
I understand. Probably some taxation involved as well.
And I live here.
Sure. Now, but you've also lived in the United States, so and yet you've come crawling back. So do you have a sense of anger towards the United States? Do you feel that the United States is beneath you? Do you feel that Canada is beneath you? No.
No, I think John's in L.A. now. He's.
Is there a club?
Yes, I live in a house filled with filth, and lots of dogs.
Me too, but they're not around. No, I don't feel either country is beneath me. I live in the United States. I'm a Canadian citizen. I like working in both places.
Sure. Now, you've also written poetry. Do you consider yourself? Do you consider yourself a comedian first, a poet first? Which profession do you gravitate towards more?
The one that pays more.
So that would probably be stand-up.
Yep. That's true. I don't. Poetry doesn't make any money, generally speaking.
That's true. Yeah, I guess Voltaire or Baudelaire probably didn't have too much cash on hand. So
he's talking French because we're Canadian.
No, he's mentioning two people. I'm not sure. One of them wasn't a poet. Voltaire.
You're right.
Satirist. Baudelaire.
You're right.
I think Baudelaire might have been a poet.
You're much smarter than I am. Now what would you consider what would you consider your style of comedy to be? Are you a satirist first? Or are you you're certainly not a prop comic, despite the cigar that I see.
Well, I have a guitar too, which would put me in the prop comic group sometimes. I mostly talk about myself. So it's self-observational, I suppose. When given a topic, I'm a satirist. I do commentary for CBC Radio. I'm doing commentary at the moment on the American election, and though I normally don't write about politics, when they pay me, I do.
Right.
Hence the Lewis Black show. They asked me to write something for that, so I did.
What's your take on the current American election?
Well, the media seems to think it's pretty close. I don't know. I think it's going to be, I think it will be close, and I think it's, no matter what, it's going to be controversial in the sense that I think there'll be lawsuits. It's possible it could end in a tie, which might be fun.
That'd be fun.
Because then the House of Representatives would be choosing the president, and the Senate would be choosing the vice president, so you could get a Romney-Biden presidency.
Oh, that would be good. That would.
No, I don't think it would. Wow.
Far out.
Interesting, anyway.
It's too bad we can't have a Biden. Biden.
Ryan.
Biden Ryan. That'd be something. Ryan Biden. Now, I read one of your poems, and God said, which was biting. It was almost atheist. You attacked everything. Are you? You attacked God. You attacked television and politics, and you attacked media. You attacked Fox News. You attacked conservatives. You attacked liberals. So where are you on this spectrum? Are you an atheist? Are you a godless heathen? Are you a liberal? Are you a conservative? Who are you?
Are you a Buddhist? Ask him if are you a Buddhist?
I would say I lean toward agnosticism. I was raised in a religion, but I don't practice it. I find it. I waver between believing and not believing, and I like pornography a lot.
You say you lean to the middle?
Hell,
That's
depending
far
on
out.
which middle we're talking about.
Oh, let me ask him something, Bob. Can I ask John something? John is a hero in Canada. He's on CBC a whole lot. And I've always wondered this. Your name is Wing, but you only look vaguely Asian.
Oh, Jesus.
It's okay, Bob. Don't worry about it.
That's inappropriate?
No, it's not. I'm not Asian.
All right.
The name was initially Dutch. Wynge. A bunch of them moved to England in the 16 or 1700s, and
Sorry, I just turned off his video camera. Whenever he says something inappropriate, I gotta shut him down.
I see that it's a avatar of me.
Yeah.
The name was originally Dutch. A bunch of them moved to England in the 16 or 1700s and changed the spelling to W-I-N-G. And then a bunch of them moved to North America, a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And I ended up in the Canadian group. There's a newsletter in the U.S., the Wing Family of America. It's amazing. They're quite widely spread and not Asian. I believe if I were Asian, there would be an addition before the name Wing. Or after, Lee Wing, Wing Po, like that.
Did you hear that, Bob? He said the wings are fairly spread out.
We are.
Yeah, I got that.
You're too slow for this shit, Bob.
I got it. Trust me, I got it.
What was I going to say? Oh, I forgot. Anyway, I'm not Asian. Oh, I was asked to join the Asian American Association once by mail, and I wrote back that I couldn't because I was neither.
And you don't want to end up in internment camp.
Huh. No.
Yeah, that's very true. Now, how did you now how did you hook up with Lewis Black? How did you? Yeah, thank you.
Well, I was asked to. They saw me in Montreal in February, I guess. I did a show at the Comedy Nest there, and or a weekend of shows. And the girl Zoe saw me. Works for a comedy festival, and they invited me to come and perform. I think it was my 10th festival, and then they called a few weeks after they asked me to come and said, "We'd like you to do this gala with Lewis Black," and I said, "Great." And so I wrote a set for it.
Nice. Now, how come he's not opening for you?
Because even in Canada, he's more famous than me.
Yeah, well, that's going to change. That's going to change from this point. Now, quick question: do you smoke?
No.
Because I noticed this is number 2. That's that.
No, I'm just lighting up one that's died.
Ah, gotcha.
One I'm smoking before.
Gotcha. All right, very good. So, okay, let's bring back Derek. I think he's been in the penalty box. Oh, very good.
God.
Now, no, did you see what he's smoking there?
Looked like he was getting high.
Yeah.
He's smoking a cigar, I think, Bob. But it's not a big deal.
Yeah, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. We only have a couple more minutes, but I just wanted to ask you another quick question. So now, where are you right now?
I'm in my backyard.
Where's that?
Sunland, California.
California. So you are okay. Great. So I was going to ask you about the hurricane. You are not affected whatsoever by Frankenstormer. Now,
No,
here's we always like to ask our guests about a particular event of the day, and the event of the day is the Frankenstorm hurricane. Now, there's been some pros and cons. There's been some controversy as to how this is going to affect the election. Some people say that this is going to affect it for Romney, causing it to be even closer or even pushing it towards Romney, because a lot of the people on the East Coast won't be, a lot of that infrastructure, they won't be able to vote. On the other hand, a lot of people think it's going to be the opposite, because a lot of the people are going to get so psyched, so terrified that their vote isn't going to count, that the Democrats are going to vote early. What do you think?
Well, the storm is affecting a bunch of states that are decided at the moment. I mean, if it really does some damage inland, Pennsylvania would be the big one. I don't think it's going to go as far as Ohio. Boston is going to go for Obama. New York's going to go for Obama. The Carolinas will probably go for Romney. I don't think it affects it much there. The storm being crossing those states at the moment. How powerful it remains going inland will be the question, and Pennsylvania might be affected. But a lot of people think Romney's going to win Pennsylvania anyway. So it's difficult to say. If it's so bad that if it's a rainy day and voter turnout is exceptionally low, I think Romney wins. But we're still
we're 10 days
8 days away. In 8 days, I don't know that it's going to have to do some major damage and flooding to really affect Boston and New York and spin that. I don't think it's going to be a huge factor.
You're an Obama guy, yes?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So now, where do you think we go in this country? Obama gets reelected. Tea Party is still in Congress. We still got gridlock. We still got this thing. Where do we go from here? Because now the Tea Party is going to get super pissed off that Obama has been reelected, and where do we go from here?
Well, I think that if he is reelected, a couple of things might happen. I think someone will probably try to kill him. And if that doesn't work...
You're serious?
I think being reelected might give him the set of balls he's going to need politically.
There you go.
I think he's got plenty of balls foreign policy-wise.
Yeah.
But with regard to trying to be bipartisan, trying to get Republicans to agree, I think re-election would mean he could tell them all, "You can kiss my ass."
There you go.
And I just wanted him once. He holds opinions, which another reason I prefer him to Romney, who doesn't seem to hold any real opinions.
Well, he does. It just depends when you ask him.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the thing. They change rather rapidly. The way I change my socks. And I hope he brings the fight, because that's what has to be done here. Taxes have to be raised, period. You can't get out of this kind of a deficit without raising it. It's so 1 + 1 = 2. I don't know.
You hear that, Derek? 1 + 1 = 2. You got that?
Let me check. Hang on. I have a calculator here.
Good. Excellent. Very good. All right. John, I just want to remind everyone that November 4th, Lewis Black and the great John Wing.
That's good. And Al Ray and wait a minute, there are other people.
Nah. All we care about is this guy right here.
Hey, I'm going to do a song on that one. I hope the song makes the air.
It is 2, by the way. I just checked. Thanks a lot for joining us, John.
My pleasure, guys.
One more last little question. You still writing at all? You still writing poems? You done?
I got a book coming out next month.
Oh, great.
7th. It's called Almost Somewhere Else.
Right on. I'm glad to hear you're still at it.
I'm working on a new book, although I've been lazy of late, and I'm about halfway through another book but I haven't been writing a lot of poetry of late. I've been writing the commentaries. I've been writing material for the Halifax Comedy Festival next April, and I'm writing, but I'm not writing a lot of poetry at the moment.
Well, this has been a buzz for me, John. I've been a fan of yours for over 2 decades.
I can see that, Derek.
And thanks for letting me talk more this time, Bob.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right, thanks a lot, John.